God you answered. It's been a day.
Mom.
And, no one napped.
Hello. Welcome to the first ever episode of
No One Napped.
My name is Maci.
I'm Lexi. And I'm Makayla.
We are three moms, and we're here to talk all about mom stuff. How are you guys feeling being in front of the mics for the first time?
It's going to be a learning process. I feel like I'm strapped into a roller coaster.
I'm trying not to look at the monitor the whole time, so I need to look inward or at the camera.
I've told myself it doesn't exist. That's where
Okay.
I'm at.
Okay,
I'm not
great.
even looking because I will critique myself if I see
Yes,
myself.
the whole time.
We're just pals chatting.
Sometimes when I make TikToks, I can see that I'm staring at myself.
Yes.
Like it's so clear in the video to me. So
Right.
that's what we're trying to avoid.
But this is
here.
also how we meet always. This is how we always talk with mics.
Yeah.
So every time we've ever been together, we've done this
With the stage lighting.
with
and
lights
everything.
and cameras.
You're obviously
and-
kidding, but I do feel we've had the kind of friendship that throughout literally the last decade, we'll be in the car laughing about something and all of us are thinking if this was recorded and sold, people would also laugh. Like we
would
are
be-
funny enough.
Yes. We would be funny as a reality show, as everyone feels about their own lives. But we actually are. So that's the
Especially if
difference.
we didn't know we were being filmed. Like if we were on Punked,
Yes.
major hit.
Yes.
Hulu's
for sure,
spinoff.
for sure.
Yes. So I don't want this to be a super boring Genesis episode, but I do think talking a little bit about the Genesis, and by Genesis, I just mean a week ago I said we should have a podcast.
And here we are.
One thing about specifically Makayla, but all of us, is that if an idea pops in her head, it will be in fruition quickly,
Within a week.
which I love about you.
Pregnancies,
Yeah.
marriages. Just kidding on the marriages. But for real, yeah, moving houses. I do things immediately and I can't stop thinking about them until they're done. So we talked about the podcast. Maci was like, wouldn't it be fun if we had a podcast? And what did I say?
You said
I was the hater.
Yeah, no.
And I said, no, I'll get canceled, which to be
Still
determined.
Stay
could be
tuned.
possible.
There's still a large chance I will be the one to say things I shouldn't, but I just don't have the filter. But well, here we are. So
I think that's why this podcast is needed, though. When I was in the postpartum trenches and you are literally looking for media all day long, just anything to occupy your brain, I tried to listen to parenthood podcasts. And while my research has shown that there are comedy parenting podcasts that exist in the space, nothing was really feeling authentic to me. I just felt like I kept getting like, pick up your crown, mama.
Yeah.
You're doing great, which
Yeah.
is just not what you need.
yeah,
Maybe you need it sometimes. It's not what I needed.
No, never, honestly.
right. And it's like, we know that nothing about this podcast is going to necessarily be niche, right? Like most of the women our age, if not all of the women our age, are mothers or thinking about being moms. But the difference is motherhood is hilarious. Motherhood is funny. Motherhood is, the best journey you can ever go on. But specifically, like finding the humor, seeing like the silly moments, and then, just getting through it with the friends that are also going through it, I think is really important.
Yeah, I think when you go and have coffee with your mom friends and then on the way home you're like, oh my God, I feel like a real person again. That's what I'm hoping this will be. Like, turn this on while you're having your coffee and you can laugh with us about the insane things our kids did this week.
Yes.
Right. And no one has to pretend to be perfect.
Exactly.
We're not like motherhood went great today. And
Yes.
I'm so happy here.
It almost never goes great.
Yeah, it's not a TikTok where
almost never
everything is
good.
edited to the second. Baby napped. Baby had this
Yeah.
perfect lunch. I cleaned the
11:45
house.
to 12:20.
Baby knows 7 languages by the
Yes.
time baby is 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, my baby's 16 months and isn't walking, but am I concerned? Not in the slightest.
Not in the
truly.
slightest. That's a good segue. Let's talk about our credentials, aka the
Yes.
children we have, and then we can jump into some of our more fun things. So I'm the newest mom. I have a almost 10-month-old baby boy named Jesse. So they have definitely been helpful friends since they both had kids before me as I joined motherhood over the past year.
And I have 2, a 4-year-old boy, August, and a 9-year-old girl, Violet. So I am the seasoned veteran of the show.
Seasoned veteran. We have so much to share about Violet.
Oh, yeah.
She's been on the earth the longest out of all of the kids by far. But I have 2 also girls. I have Indy, who's 4, and then I have Teddy, who is I just said 16 months. That isn't true. She's 14 months. So
It felt wrong when you said it, but I wasn't sure.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, she's grown.
she just turned a year in September. So, but I mean, she's very much a second child and then some. So we don't really pay attention to months very often.
Milestones, who knows those?
She's a year. I know that.
I
And
feel
her
like
name is
after a
Teddy.
year.
And her name's Teddy.
She's a year.
I do know that. She's a year old. Her name's Teddy. Not walking, kind of. But
She'll get it.
here we are.
We'll be there one day.
No worries. Okay, so our fruition as friends started as, well, I'm kind of like the weird interim between the three of us. Lexi and I met when we were in 5th grade, and Maci and I became really good friends when we were in high school, like sophomore year. And then Maci and I were like college roommates together, and Lexi and I have just been friends forever. So eventually I was like, it'd be fun if we were all friends. If I took my 2 only friends and I made us become a throuple. So here we are. I don't even know how we really started, but we all kind of got dogs around the same time is where this all started. You had, it wasn't,
Finn.
it was Finn. You had Finn first, and then I got Millie, and then you got Zara, like right after. So we changed our group chat name to Dog Moms Anonymous because we were all like in the trenches of dog parenthood as well together. Craziness. Like, did your dog chew this up today? Because mine did. Like, is this
Potty
poop
training.
normal? Yeah. Like,
Is there a return button?
Yeah.
right. Why are they chewing everything? And at this point, Lexi was the only one of us who was a mom. So, but eventually we were Dog Moms Anonymous. And then I had, I found out I was pregnant with Indy in 2020.
Yeah.
And then Lexi had August, found out she was pregnant with August like 6 weeks later. And then the bigs got bigger and we had the
I
babies.
think I made
and
it Real Moms Anonymous
as your
when you
announcement.
two. No, I made it just. No,
Real Moms
I
and
made
Dog
it Real
Moms.
Moms and Maci
Yes.
when you two were both pregnant, and it was
Yes.
Real Moms and Maci for a very long time.
Yes.
And I had people in my life that would see that and think you guys were mean. They were like, "Why are they doing that?" I'm like, "I made it that." But it was that for probably 2 years.
So once I got pregnant and we had August and Indy in the same like time of our lives, it was changed to Real Moms and Maci, which I do remember that now that we're saying it out loud. And then when Maci found out she was pregnant with Jesse, she announced to us by changing the group name to just Real Moms.
I'd been sitting on that for a long time.
We knew it was coming. It was like really set up perfectly. But
I also threw up for 10 weeks straight. So they both pretty much knew because I was non-responsive. I didn't hang out. I didn't leave my house.
Ghastly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked unwell.
She was like, I'm sick. We
The
had
flu.
something and you were like, I'm sick.
I said UTI, flu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I texted you and I said, are you pregnant? And you were like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, Maci,
Yeah.
please don't lie to me. I was
And
like,
then
are
was
you
like,
pregnant?
Let me announce to everybody.
And then she called me and I knew because we don't call each other, but
I was like, shut up. I
I
have a
knew
cute way to
then.
tell you and Lexi.
and you were like, it's so early. I didn't want to say.
Well,
And I'm
also,
like,
I was
well, here
going
we
to
are.
tell you sooner, but you had asked me to come over to make a TikTok trying fast food.
Right.
And I was puking
Not a good time.
everything. I was
Which
like,
is unlike Maci because she is the
Loves
fast
a Taco Bell.
foodiest person
You
on
guys.
planet Earth.
quick sidebar. Every year on my birthday, I do like 26 things I love at 26, 20, whatever. I'm turning 27 coming up when we're recording this. And my list in my phone so far is solitaire and McDonald's.
Yes. Okay.
Solitaire is so real.
Yeah.
Maci and Logan and me and my husband live in the same neighborhood, and Nick and I are always like, we can always count on them to like indulge in our like just conversations really about like how good fast food is, because it's like a shameful thing always to be like, and we had Taco Bell last night.
One of my
Like, you
favorite things
whisper
about
it
your
in a
husband is
crowded
the way that
conversation.
he loves Arby's the way I do.
Yes, we all appreciate
Keeping Arby's in business. Shay does too. 4 for 4.
Oh,
Whatever it is.
amazing.
which is
The
why we
2 for
married
6.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to love Arby's.
Yeah.
Maci and I
used
have
to
loved
sign the
Arby's.
potato cakes petition literally every day. And they're back to
So-
stay. So it worked.
It was you,
So
I
it worked.
guess.
Yeah.
So that is how we went from like individual friends to a throuple to a group chat to now your favorite podcast about motherhood.
Real moms.
Real moms with real ass kids.
I was going to make the title of this podcast Real Moms because that's been our group text, but no one napped. I think here's where my brain came to this. When you're newly postpartum specifically, I think one of the most annoying things to hear is nap when the baby naps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when will I do the laundry? When the baby does the laundry?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, what if the baby doesn't nap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What if the baby only naps on me and then it's not safe?
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that later.
TBD. It's coming.
So no one napped is kind of a play on like those days where you're like, I didn't nap when the baby napped. I did the housework I had to do. So no one napped. So now we're all miserable.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all
in the
overtired.
trenches.
Yes.
We're all in the trenches. And that's like a text you'd send your friend. Hey, I'm coming over, but just update. No one napped.
No one napped.
We're all miserable.
It brings me back to like the early days of postpartum, especially with my second, because I also had a 3-year-old at the time, which postpartum the second time after you already have your first is like a fever dream because you don't get even those like little moments of like calm and peace and quiet because you also have a toddler to keep alive. But it reminds me of like your husband coming home from work while you are like at home on maternity leave with the babies. And you're just like spilling all the things. And this happened. And then she fell and hit her head. And then Teddy wouldn't eat. And then blah, 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 blah. And then you always end it with, and no one napped. And no one napped.
So here you go. Your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
Your
have
turn.
fun. I'm going to Target. I can't do this anymore. But
I'll never forget.
it's like the perfect cherry on top of like the shitstorm cake that is motherhood most days.
I was like a few, I guess, months into parenthood because Logan was already back at work, and he came home one day and he was like, when I haven't seen him for a long time and I see him, it is the most amazing feeling. And I literally was like, I have no idea what that's like.
Couldn't relate
I've
less.
never gone a long time without seeing him. So yeah.
Could not relate less to that
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know that's a flex, but it is a flex. You're
Exactly.
flexing right now.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
why
you had
don't
a
you turn
hard
around
day at
and leave?
work?
Did
Go
you
back.
still get to have lunch by yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have a bathroom break by yourself?
45
my
emails would be a
gosh.
vacation.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't see poop today? Crazy.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
That wasn't your own. You didn't have to wipe someone else's ass. Can't relate.
Yeah. One of our first segments, if you'll call it that, topic, we thought it'd be good anyway to start this, since we're starting in the new year, to start with New Year's resolutions, not for ourselves, but as moms. And that's not to say you shouldn't have resolutions for yourself. You should make a whole list, make a mood board. That has nothing to do with your kids, but have a few for your parenthood journey as well. That's what we're going to talk about.
So my first New Year's resolution is to wake up earlier, specifically earlier than both of my children. But
How early is that?
so I am blessed with babies that sleep in. I have always prioritized sleep with them. Indy loves to sleep. Teddy would sleep until like 9 a.m. if I allowed it. Mind you, I have to be at work at like 8:45. So this is all doable. But something about like hitting the snooze over and over and over and over again is just so habitual that like I need like a hard and fast like reset to get my life together, because at this point I've been waking up at like between 7 and 7:30 to get me ready. Mind you, nobody knows this backstory, but I assume everyone does. My husband has to be at work at 7. So he's up and he's out the door. And it's on me to get myself and both girls ready before work and daycare and school and all of that. So it's like a hot mess all the time. And I've been sleeping in until like 7, 7:15, 7:30 sometimes, which is fine because the girls will sleep through it. I, however, need to be like ready by 7:45 in order to like get both of them up. So I need like a hard and fast reset, because at this point, truly, if you like tuned in to my interior cameras in the morning, I think somebody honestly might like call a priest with the screaming that's happening in my house from me and both girls. It's like Indy's crying because it hurts her for me to do her hair. Like, girl moms, it's so awful to put rubber bands in their hair, but her hair is crazy. But honestly, like, I think people would be genuinely concerned if they were at or near or around my front door in the mornings, because it's like baby's naked, baby's crawling on the floor. I can't. Teddy's in like this alligator roll phase with diapers too right now, that it's like putting it on her is more of a task than just letting her crawl around naked for like 15 seconds so I can go get her clothes out of the laundry because I haven't put them away yet.
Really?
In order to put them on her. And it's like naked baby running around, Indy screaming because her hair, it hurts the way that I put it up, or she keeps asking me to put it in a bun, and then I put it in a bun. It's not what she wanted. So I don't have time to delve into that. Me getting ready, you know, like teeth brushed for all of us and moving along. The good news is that Teddy is in daycare, obviously, and Indy's at school with me. But the bad news with that is that means 2 of the 3 of us need to look semi-presentable, because Indy, I'm a teacher, BT dubs, if we didn't know this. I'm a teacher, so Indy goes to my school with me. So I can't send her to school looking a mess. Like, she needs to look like she didn't roll out of bed at 7:15 as she did. But Teddy's like, put her in whatever. Clean diapers, really all I care about for her. But as far as getting us all fed and teeth brushed and clothed and hair done, it's a nightmare. It truly is a nightmare. And I don't think it's going to get better until I do it one time. And I'm like, okay,
I think
it's worth it.
More sense.
this is so stupid, but whenever I really love the coffee I'm drinking in the morning, it genuinely makes me get out of bed sooner because I'm so excited for it.
Yes.
So like come up with a recipe that you're like obsessed with for winter.
Yes.
And then you're like, sometimes I go to bed at night and I'm like, I can't wait for that.
We're also a part of a book club, and I'm really into the book that we're reading right now. So I think knowing that if I wake up early enough, I'll be able to like listen to it while I get ready is also like a big push for me to just get out of bed. Because, and the thing is when I hit snooze, I don't feel more well rested. I don't feel better because I slept for an extra 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I really needed that ever.
Right.
Oh, no.
It's like you're
It
just like
doesn't
more
help.
chaotic,
It's
and then
just,
everybody's
it
just
just
screaming
makes
and running
everything
around.
more stressful. I don't know why I do it to myself.
I do it too.
But
And
I'm
but
just
it's
so
hard.
tired.
Especially the feeding everyone before you get out the door.
Yes.
It's like, okay, we have 9 minutes to eat. Everybody
Right.
shove the food in your
Yes.
face.
Okay, this is also weird. What do you sleep in clothing wise?
Okay, so Teddy's a sweaty baby. So we like ice ourselves out like 67 most of the time. So recently I've been in like sweatshirt, sweatpants, or
Okay.
like leggings or
I do this
something.
too. That helps a little. When you can get out of bed in the morning and you're not cold.
And not be cold.
Oh, yeah.
Like I set
Absolutely.
my slippers by the bed and I wear top and bottoms because then I'm like walking to get my coffee isn't miserable. If
Yeah.
I am like pantsless or in a tank top,
Yeah.
I'm never getting up.
Yes.
I set my slippers by the bed, and then I have a robe because I can't sleep
Okay.
in sleeves.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
I
Yeah.
just saw someone on TikTok talking about a house coat, not a robe, but a house
Okay,
coat. It was like
yeah.
a long cardigan.
Well, because my robe is like a post-shower robe only. Like,
Like
it's not
terry
really like a
cloth.
wake up and like,
you need to get a fluffy, soft one.
okay.
Yeah, you
put
need
it
a
on
house
the Christmas
coat.
list.
I put it on
Yeah.
every morning. I'd be dropping the kids off to school in my little
In your
robe.
house coat. I'm
They're probably like, this
obsessed.
crazy lady.
No, I love
Put
that.
clothes on.
That'd be
That's the
great.
stage of life I'm at. A moo and a house coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Love.
whatever got the kids here on time.
Yeah.
Okay, so my New Year's resolution probably is I've been seeing this thing like on Pinterest where moms are making journals like for their kids to read when they're older so they know about their moms. So like you don't have to like ask all the questions. So you journal about your life each day, but it's like
I'm
not
like, come up with a new one. That's what this podcast is.
That
Like-
will make me cry.
not really for your kids. Like it's just about what happened in your life that day. So it's like for yourself, because obviously journaling is like a good habit to get into. But
I'm like,
one day
in
you
the
can
group chat
gift-
today, Aunt Macy said that,
canceled.
yes.
Macy's canceled today.
And they're like reading it and they're like, oh my God, why would she say that?
Like, you
We
guys
use,
were
like-
mean.
We use like today's slang, and they're like, in 10 years, they're like, what?
Instead of a journal, I just screenshot our group chat and I just glue
You
it into
scrapbook
the
it in
journal.
there?
I'm like, this is what we talked about today in Real Moms.
I've seen people like gift the journals to their like daughter on their 18th birthday or whatever, so that
Oh,
they
that's precious.
know all of these years and know all about their moms, and they don't have to just guess at this random person that you don't really like know past being your mother.
I love that.
So I think that's what I'm gonna work on. Who knows if I'll stick to it? That's
That's
a really
cute.
hard thing for me to stick to.
And then
journaling.
like you have a reason to like keep receipts, or like, you know how
Right.
like your kids, and you'll get there, have like the little dumb drawings that they
Yes.
do all the time.
So
and they're
much
not
artwork.
they're not dumb, but I have nowhere to put them all.
And it's like, I don't know which ones to keep and which ones to, like,
I know.
what is what.
And I'm like this
we're gonna
one part of
remember.
it's really cute. So maybe it could be like a bullet journal where you like cut and then
Right.
put stuff in.
That's going to be
Yeah,
hard
like a
for me because
scrapbook.
I am not sentimental.
Yeah.
Like Logan has like boxes in the garage
I'm
that
not
are
either.
like, this is from this stage, this is from this. I am like trash it all.
Throw
Same.
it all away.
Yes.
Out the door.
I love Jesse's stuff, so like I'll have to come up with something for that. But I'm not a pack rat.
the
I'm
less
like,
clutter, the better.
But also, like, once you're in the stage of life that you don't need a million of the big, clunky, like, take up your whole living room toys, like, I am a big fan of just being like, sell it.
yeah.
Sell it. If I have another baby,
We'll just
we'll
buy
buy
it again.
another one.
Makayla's saying that while
Totally
looking at
fine.
the massive playpen that has taken over my living room.
Well, I know the
Cagey.
feeling.
We know her well.
He needs a cage.
I know the feeling.
We have one in our attic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the thought of your kids not really knowing you at this age, I sometimes like, do you ever see an old picture of yourself and you're like, oh my God, I was so pretty and so skinny. Fun fact though, Mama is not shy with Facetune. So I'm like, was I pretty and skinny or was I a good editor? By the time our kids are old and you're like looking back at our old photos of us, I will have totally forgotten that I did that.
I was going to say blissful ignorance,
and
I'm
right?
gonna be like, I was gorgeous.
Yeah,
was
you're
the
like, oh my
prettiest
God, it was
person
beautiful.
ever.
I had no wrinkles.
Yeah.
I had a tiny waist.
There's like a watermark on all of them that's like face
The,
tune.
the
Mom's like,
Facetune at
or
the
your
bottom.
kids are like, Mom, what is that?
My teeth
You're
are
like,
just
oh,
a
that's
little
just
white.
an app
I
we
don't
used
know.
to use.
Yeah. That was just the photo
Probably just a
processing
filter or
app.
something.
Yes.
That's nothing. No worries. Don't Google it.
My resolution is way more vague, and it honestly kind of makes me sound like a bad mom, but this is a real mom's podcast. I'm saying patience solely because being a mom, you get like, obviously there's things that you know will be annoying. There's things that you don't expect to annoy you, and when you're on E, they do. And I hate when I get like mad at something that obviously isn't your child's fault. And not that I yell at him or do anything, but just like the internal anger. I'm like,
You're like,
I
ugh.
must find a way to work through that. My example of this is like, I constantly get hurt, like being bonked in the head, being poked in the eye with a toy. Like I get so, the other day I was on the phone with my mom, literally in tears. And I was like, I'm so tired of getting hurt. Like
Yeah.
I keep getting punched in the face or like scratched or whatever. And it makes me ferociously mad. And I'm like, that is not fair. He's obviously not trying to hurt me. So like patience for those things, or like,
That's so boy mom of you.
so boy mom.
I was going to say, it does get to a point there where it does feel like it's intentional. Like August,
Yeah.
if he's mad at me,
Yes.
like the other day when I wouldn't get him root beer and he said, I'm going to go find a blackberry and put it next to you because he knows I'm allergic to blackberries.
Yeah.
That feels intentional.
That is intentional.
It
Like
is.
that feels rude.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, excuse me?
Or like, is there anything that scares your children that should not scare them?
Oh, August is afraid of nothing. Not a single thing.
My examples,
so.
I cannot blow dry my hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
Full
I
meltdown.
should have thought that.
And my newest one, you'll never guess it, so I won't even make you guess.
Walking out of the room.
Yes. Saran wrap.
Okay.
Me
yeah.
pulling the sheet. Jesse.
Yeah.
Also, cold and flu season, blowing my nose.
He does not love that.
Full meltdown. Not just me, anyone.
scary.
If anyone in the room blows their nose, full meltdown.
Yeah.
And that's cute. And I don't want those things to push me to anger. I want those things to be like funny.
Okay, but I have
Right.
to. Yeah. Yeah.
I was recently at a women's conference and we did this exercise. I forget it now, so I'm going to butcher this. But you had to write down pieces of the pie of your life and then rate how you were feeling in each area on 1 to 10. One of them was like mental well-being. And she was like, so my example of this would be like, if you're getting ready in the morning and you go to like fill up your coffee, and she was like, this happened to me, my essential oils fell in, and the one that fell in my coffee and splashed on my outfit was calm. And she's like, if this would like piss you off and you would be walking away like, the world is out to get me, I hate everyone, you'd be a 1. And then if you would laugh and think that's kind of ironic, you'd be a 10.
Yeah.
She says this and like everyone kind of laughs and giggles, and then we have to go around the room and share.
Okay.
I put 1. I literally would be like, kill everybody.
Because you can't drink the coffee now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's ruined.
Like this
Literally
whole day.
everyone else had like 8, 9. I'm like, oh, I'm strung out.
Can I
You're like,
recommend?
oh, maybe I'm the issue.
Yeah.
Can I recommend Celexa?
Oh.
Paid
Can,
partnership.
can I recommend?
Yeah.
Some sort of medication. I'm not saying you need it, but
Oh, I
I'm
probably
saying
do.
that is what has fixed like my immediate anger all the time. It's like I saw this video the other day of this girl who's like jumping out of a moving plane.
Oh, okay.
And like the whole time, all the way down, she was like, it's not that bad. Like everything's fine. Like not screaming, just like, you know, embracing it. But she was so calm, and she was like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad the whole way down. And one of the first comments was like, this is sponsored by Lexapro. And I'm like, now that I understand. It's
yeah,
like
makes sense.
chaos, mad chaos in your life. And if you have the right little bit of medication, it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
all
fine.
good. We're all alive.
It's
We're all
fine.
breathing.
Did we all make it through the day? But yes, I mean, I also think it's probably a little postpartum rage that you've got going on.
I'm also
because-
still breastfeeding, and I think your hormones are just
So
they're just out of whack until you're done. Like you're literally still postpartum until you're done. So that's like hard to wrap your head around because everyone around you expects you to just be normal, and you're like, I still kind of feel like that day I came home from the hospital, low key.
And I feel like we're all so accessible to everything that's going on that it's like we're constantly in fight or flight, and then
Yeah.
we have to like go home and also be in fight or flight, and it's a lot.
My
It's a
next
lot to take on.
suggestion is to get off of social media,
Yeah.
specifically
Delete it.
Twitter,
Hard stop.
specifically Twitter and Threads, and even Facebook, because
Yes.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Take yourself out of the equation.
And
Mine
make-
is TikTok because of comparison.
Make sure, I was going to say, make sure your TikTok is like funny and
like
not
Shrek edits.
Yes, you got to make sure that it's not like news broadcasts on TikTok, because nobody needs it. Nobody needs to know what's going on, to be honest. Like,
24/7. They do say ignorance is bliss, and I'm buying into that.
yeah, give me the rundown later. Like, what is permanent? Like, what is prevalent to my life right now? I should probably know. Everything else,
Just give me the Shrek edits.
if it's not something I can fix myself, then I'd rather not know.
for sure.
But
For sure. Any other resolutions as a parent?
I was gonna say, I have one that's fun on weekends. We did this year, and
Jenna Pallet?
it was so fun.
She's fun on weekdays.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
her podcast.
this is a sidebar, but what
I'm like,
we
and
do,
this is sponsored in collaboration with her.
She's actually coming out now.
Yeah.
and here she is.
This is a
We all
live
look-
show. Hello to our audience.
There's an audience.
Yeah.
Something we do is, and we've started it this year, and we kind of like teetered off in the fall because our lives got very chaotic. But every time there's a payday, so Nick gets paid like bi-weekly,
Is that like every other Friday?
bi-monthly,
Like every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
every other Friday he gets paid.
Every
Whatever that
third
would
month,
be.
he gets half a paycheck. It's a really
then if
strange
you-
system, but it has worked for
And
us.
then you add them all together. No. So he gets paid every other week. And on that weekend, every other weekend, it's either date night or it's family day. So if it's family day, we're like going somewhere, doing something specific to like the kids, like or family farm or the science museum or just a park, or we plan, you know, whatever. It changes depending on the season, depending on our mood. But then the other one in the month is like a specific date night where we get a babysitter, and it's just Nick and I that go out to dinner and try something new or go do something, or a cooking class or something fun. But I feel like that's really good. And like my 4-year-old really looks forward to it. Like she thinks it's so fun. She always asks if it's family day. So I think it's like good to separate like work week and like intentional time for you and the kids, or you and your spouse. So I plan to continue to do that this year. It really worked out for us, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's nice
did
to
a
like
lot of stuff.
actually like live the life you're working for.
Right. And sometimes you have to schedule it, because otherwise it doesn't happen organically, naturally on its own.
Right.
Like,
Something comes in the way, or something comes up, or you're not feeling it that day.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to plan for it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. If you hold yourself to an itinerary, because if you don't, it is so easy to be like, we're all tired.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's just
have a
stay
movie
home.
day, which is also fun, but you know.
Right.
Yeah, you typically don't regret it if you do go do the thing.
Right.
I have to, and this will get better with age, but I have to sometimes do that because sometimes I genuinely won't go do something because I know my kid will scream in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to go. I
my
don't want to
pro
go
tip
30
is
minutes there and 30
to-
minutes back and
Right.
listen to you scream.
My pro tip is to, when Jesse gets older, tell him about it, and then it will have to happen,
Yeah.
because he will not let it go for a
Right.
moment. Like,
You said we were going to do this.
yeah,
Okay, period.
if
We're
you
gonna do
tell him about it, it's going to have to happen. So also hold yourself accountable by telling your kids, hey, this Saturday we're going to do X, Y, and Z, because they'll make you.
But working out.
Yeah.
I'm like, this Saturday you will see mommy in leggings and a tank top.
We're going
8
to
a.m.
yoga.
If mommy doesn't break a sweat, you throw a fit.
I will say, as they get older, it does
Hair
like sometimes, you know, like 4 is at the age where like they might remember it, they might not, you know, or like they're not feeling it. But like Violet will clock me.
Yes.
She's like,
Oh, yeah.
last Thursday at 5:52, you said in 2 weeks, which is today, that we were gonna go to the zoo. So
Yeah.
where's the animals? And I'm like, okay.
Aunt Maci swore she would fit into those postpartum jeans, and she's still in leggings, mommy.
We just tell Violet.
Fix it.
We just tell Violet our personal New Year's resolutions, and then we get bullied until we.
That's not a
actually-
bad plan.
Honestly,
Do
she
them.
would love to do that. She would love to bully someone into doing something.
I could use it.
But yeah, tell your kids about it, because then they
Then it's
will
gotta
hold a
happen.
gun to your head
And
until
force
you take them in the car and
Right.
do that thing. We just got back from Colorado, and I made the mistake of, I don't know anything about anything. Let me preface by saying that I told her there would be snow in Estes Park in October.
It would be on top of the mountain.
Which there's a chance regardless.
There was snow when we went for
It's
spring
not
break.
impossible.
Right. So I was like, yeah, there's going to be snow. This girl, I'll have to, maybe we add a picture. This girl made me bring a tiny bucket and a tiny Barbie shovel,
Oh.
pack it in our luggage on the plane so that she could build a snowman while we were there. Was there snow on the ground? No.
I will buy
No
her a
snow.
snow machine. That's so sad.
You know, we'll go make
There
snow
wasn't.
today.
But she said, well, we'll just have to wait for Santa. And I was like, yeah, we'll just have to wait.
Tell me why my
But-
dumb
yeah.
butt with a January baby was Googling the cost of snow machines for a party.
I have heard it's going to be a snowy winter.
He's turning
They
one.
did say that, but they keep saying that it's going to be cold. And today's the first cold day we've had.
He would be more interested in the
Alright.
box that the snow machine came
Yeah.
in.
Right.
And I'm Googling that.
I wouldn't even say it's cold yet, though, really. Like,
No,
today's not
it's
that
like-
cold.
Today's
It's
the
just,
first chilly day.
It's just like
windy.
not 75 degrees outside.
And it is January.
it's really just windy.
Oh,
Shit.
No, it's okay. We're prepping. That's good of us, okay?
it's January.
Oh,
I
we're busy
forgot.
working moms.
I totally forgot it's January.
Yeah, we're busy working moms, and we are dressed for fall in January because seasons don't define us.
That's the way it rolls.
I don't want to share all of them, which I have at this point, shared all of mine. But I think we can all relate to the idea of carrying in your shit when you exit the car every time. That
I
is
should
a New Year's
literally take the
resolution.
viewers on a field
for
trip
myself.
to my car right now.
To come here today, I had to drop my kids off with my in-laws, and Violet literally had to put her feet on the dash on the way over there because there is so much stuff in my passenger floor bed.
It's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard. I used to judge moms on TikTok who would do like car clean outs. And I used to be like, that is crazy, especially because they're influencers and they have like these $150,000, you know, Denali's or, you know, Range Rovers, whatever it is. And I'm like, they let their car get that bad. So do I.
Yeah.
So do I.
Every day.
Yeah.
No
French
worries.
fry in the seat.
I was gonna say I was
No
looking up
worries.
for my mascara to get ready for this, and I was like running my hands under like the crack of
Don't
where
do it.
things would have
Don't do
fallen.
it.
There's fries from like at least 2 different places.
Right.
There was another piece of makeup, an eyebrow thing, like 8 balls from Jesse's ball pin.
Just all the things. There's-
Perfect.
You never know what you're going to find.
There's-
Shoes. There are
yeah.
so many shoes in my car.
His Halloween costume loose in
Mm-hmm.
the car right now. He's been playing with the wings, just like loose.
Stuff I said I was going to donate 2 months ago.
Yeah.
In the trunk.
The pack and play that I brought to Colorado, still in the trunk.
But then
Seats folded
if
down.
we're going somewhere, I'm like, I better get some clothes, some diapers, somehow my car looks like that. And the other day we were at Dairy Queen. He blew out.
Didn't have what
No
you needed.
diaper. No diaper to be found. There's like 3 baby bags and like 1,000 toys, and I didn't have a diaper. Which
That's
also brings me to my Dairy Queen hack. I'm like, this is one of my, this will be my segment, fast food hacks. You order a cup of ice cream and a cup of the dipping chocolate. You scoop each spoonful in the dipping chocolate. It hardens on each spoonful. It's a
Right.
dip cone in every bite.
Because do they do the dipped cone still?
Yes.
Didn't they do away with that?
They do it, but this is better. because it's a dip cone in every bite.
Of course.
Okay.
It's awesome. I've taken, well, no friends. So far, my mom and her friend, but they both loved it.
Your
My
two friends are sitting here.
Yeah.
And we haven't been. So.
My next resolution was going to be to make more home cooked meals to teach my children that food should be like a fun time together, not just like eating as quickly as we could. But I'm gonna ditch that for the
Scratch
Dairy
it.
Queen hack.
Yeah. My New Year's resolution is more Dairy Queen.
Done.
Cross it off. Dairy Queen hack.
Yeah.
Done.
It's so good.
I understand.
Yes. No, bring shit in from your car. Do it.
It's so
Do
hard
it.
though.
Oh, I hate
It's
it.
so hard when one is crying, ready for a nap, and the amount of times that I've been like, "I'll come back for this. I'll come back for this."
And
Always.
it's like
I don't.
it's also so hard because it's like dark at 5 p.m. now, and I'm like, I'm not coming back out here.
I
And
know,
if
it's
heaven
cold.
forbid you leave like a bottle,
Ugh,
Ew.
don't even get.
you have to get it the
Just
next
toss
morning.
it. I'm one of those.
Sometimes
I'm like,
I do
oh,
this weird thing
toss.
where I just throw the shit that I was gonna bring into the garage. Like
Oh,
I just
yes.
sit it down for
I've done
whatever
that.
reason. Did that with a bottle. We had to throw the whole thing away.
Yes.
A
Because
week
then it
later.
just stays in your garage. It's like we've done no better.
The
here.
goat milk formula smells bad anyways.
Mm-hmm.
The goat milk formula after festering in the car overnight,
Not a win.
oh, kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
But it's so hard. Your hands are full with babies. They're crying. They're upset. Most of the time it's because I'm alone, but I won't say that I clean it more when Nick's with me because I don't.
Because whenever I get home and Jesse's been crying the whole way and I hand off the baby, I'm not like, let me be productive. I'm like,
No.
let me.
Oh, I need a
let me
mental break.
decompress.
I need
Like decompress.
Decompress.
let me
Let me
take off
those
my
off.
fake breasts.
Which is what you're doing anyways.
Let me take off these drag breasts I wear when I go out and take a breather.
Which is what we might have to do until this podcast makes enough money for us to get our mommy makeover.
Yeah, until I can
breasts.
afford a boob job, I'll just be wearing drag breasts. And when I get
That's
home,
not a bad idea.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Put that on the Christmas list. Okay. Next, we are going to start a segment that has been done before. So I'm not going to act like we are the first and only podcast to have ever done something like this, but we're going to call it Motherhood Mount Rushmore, where there is a theme and we each bring like a couple on deck, but we choose our top 4 of whatever it is. And our first theme, our first parameters that we've set this time is the worst places for your kid to have a meltdown.
Okay, we used a random generator to decide who goes first. We'll do that in the future. Or maybe whoever wins
Gets to go.
will go first as we go.
Gets to go last.
Okay, goes last as we go forward. So
Because
that's how we'll decide.
If we're basing it off, here we go. If we're basing it off of the NFL, the team that wins the Super Bowl gets the last pick.
Makayla's the resident sports hot dog girl.
Is that how sports work?
This is how sports work.
She'll tell you about sports. I'll tell you about fast food. Lexi,
The only thing I'll tell you
jury's
about
still out.
sports,
To be determined.
Lexi's going to tell us about
Drag breasts.
emotional regulation.
Yes.
The oil industry.
Lexi, yeah, is the
The
mature one.
oil industry.
Okay, well, I'm sticking true to my name and my brand and my segue, drive-through hacks, and I'm coming in strong with in the drive-through. This happened to me yesterday. I was at Burger King picking up some burgers for me and my mom, and Jesse was in the back screaming so loud that I literally
You
had to
can't
say,
hear it. You
I had
can't
to
hear
say to
him.
the woman, I'm so sorry. I literally can't hear over my child. I'm
I
going to
know.
step out of the car.
I know.
And then she gave me like 1,000 honey mustard. She felt so sad for me.
She's like, damn, this lady needs a break.
Yeah,
What's
so-
most annoying is when they don't understand and like the baby's crying and you're like trying to yell your order into the freaking thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sorry.
And it wasn't a normal order. I was like, my mom had requested something that was like hard to order, so I was having to be like, the rodeo burger, the rodeo,
No onions, no mayonnaise.
yippee-ki-yay, the rodeo burger.
And this is why I do order ahead.
Yeah.
Get all the apps.
Yeah.
Then you're just like A427, and they're
Another
like,
drive-through
Lexi.
hack, 2-in-1 episodes crazy that I have too. I can't order ahead because I always order my fries well done.
Okay, period.
gross.
Haven't
And
heard of
that's
that.
why they're in the bottom of your car because nobody eats them that
Oh,
way.
they're so good.
That's why you got all
They're
the honey
extra
mustards,
hot.
because she was like, this lady's gonna need something to wash these down.
She's in the trenches.
She's like, nobody means to order these well done.
You're like, ma'am, it's a health risk to eat the oil our fries are cooked in once. Going twice is scary.
Going twice is gonna cause
This would be illegal
serious
in
damage.
California.
I can see your pores through the drive-through camera because of you
Serious
eating
damage.
double oil fries. Anyway, pick one, the drive-through.
Lexi's turn.
All right. Okay. Well, mine is the dollar section at Target because that's the first spot in Target. I'm like, we still have like an hour to go here. We're not throwing
We
a fit
haven't
at
done
this
anything
section.
we've needed.
We already have an hour to get through this store.
Once we were walking around that section, my sister and I, we needed something. We asked someone, hey, do you still have these in the dollar section? And the worker at Target said, you mean Bullseye's playpen? That's what it's called.
Do we
Bullseye's
need to
playpen.
include semantics? Please. You know what I'm talking
You're
about.
like,
No,
do
it's
they-
made me a menace. Now when I'm at Target, I'm like, okay, let's swing by grocery, Bullseye's playpen, and get out of here.
Because who cares enough to correct you on that?
And who the fuck is Bullseye? Let's not act like the Target dog has a name that we all call him.
None of us watch commercials anymore.
No.
We haven't seen Bullseye in some 25
we
years.
all pay for streaming. Nobody gets commercials anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, great. My turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with a random one down my list because one of mine was similar to the drive-through, and one of mine is similar but a different store for Target. So I'm gonna go with anytime someone is either telling you one, tea, or two, something serious. So
yeah.
like you're hanging out with a friend, baby's losing their mind, absolutely losing their mind, and they're about to tell you, like, they're like, oh my gosh, I have to tell you what happened at XYZ, and you like can't get them contained
The worst.
to be able to hear this information because that's so annoying. I'm literally like, this is what I live for in my life,
Yes.
Right.
and I can't even hear
You're like,
the
"Please
best part.
stop."
I know. I'm like, this is mommy's time to get some information.
This is mommy's hobby.
Hush, please. Mommy's trying to hear
but
tea.
also-
This is mommy's
like-
segment on the pod.
on the non like selfish side of me. Also, when somebody's trying to tell you like, oh my God, this is going on with XYZ's health, like this really horrible thing happened to me, and like the baby's just screaming and you like can't rein it in, especially if they don't have kids and like they don't understand your struggle, then it's just like kind of embarrassing the whole time.
And it's like awkward because it's like, does that person keep going, like, and keep telling you and ignore the baby screaming, or does everyone pause and then you've lost the moment, and then
Right.
it's just like gone,
And then we don't come back to it.
yeah,
It's the exact same energy as when someone's telling you something serious, but you're drinking a margarita with salt and you're like licking the side as they're telling you, like, you know, that their dog is dying.
I've never
Yes.
been self-conscious about that, but now I am.
Now
You're
I'll think about
welcome.
it.
And we
Perfect,
always
perfect.
order a margarita with salt.
And that's all we
That's
drink.
me
Yeah.
That's all we drink.
all the time.
So that's my main one,
Yes.
which really paints a beautiful picture of my character. But
But relatable.
it is true, especially when they don't have kids and they don't understand. It's
Oh,
like
no,
the
that
worst
is the
feeling.
worst.
That was one on my list around your friends who aren't kids. When you're, especially if they're like, yeah, we're thinking of trying soon. And your kid's like slapping you in the face.
And
You're like,
biting your elbow.
it's the
like,
best thing you'll ever do.
Yeah, you're like, you should. It's so fun.
They're so good.
I'm going to come in with my next of another child's birthday.
Okay. Yeah.
When they're like trying to sing and celebrate and do something sweet, and your kid's like either like crawling trying to open the presents, or crying, or like you have to exit out in the middle of happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has happened a few times already.
Yeah.
And it's never fun.
No,
And
it's so stressful.
yes,
Public settings in general are like really tough for Milltowns, but specifically when like your child's the only one doing it.
yes.
it's-
Or
it's
whenever
really
other
hard.
parents are like, they're fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, he'll destroy your house.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand.
If
No
I don't
one's fine here.
intervene,
This is a ticking time bomb.
your baby's cake's on the ground, your baby's toys are destroyed.
Yeah.
You think less of me.
Yeah.
And
I
honestly,
will never see you again.
Yeah.
it all hits a peak when I get hot. That's how I know that like this isn't going well and we need to leave, is like when I can feel my actual temperature spiking.
I've been
because
hot
I'm gonna
since
sweat.
the day I got 2 lines on the pregnancy test.
For real.
I may never be cold again.
I remember
I've never
specifically
recovered.
one time when she had just turned a year old and she was walking already, and we were at a birthday party for another 1-year-old, and they had stairs, and she kept wanting to climb up and down the stairs during happy birthday. And I was like, we can't do this right now. Mm-hmm. But there was no stopping
And
it.
then they do like the lean back, like throw themselves because they're so mad that you've told them no of something.
Yes. And
Yeah.
they're like escaping your arms. And it's like at that point, you can't contain it. You just have to leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, peace out. We'll see you next
See
time.
you.
I agree. It is
Yes.
tough.
Okay, my next one is Costco at any point.
Okay, that was my one that I
Because
didn't say because you said
That
Target.
store is
Okay.
so overstimulating
Yes.
as is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Throw a crying
Yes.
baby in there, and I'm the
Yes.
meanest person you've ever
Yes.
met. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
wicked witch.
Yes. And whenever I'm like, okay, anytime I have the stroller, I have the baby carrier, my Artie Pop in the bottom because Jesse's a baby wearing boy. He's a Velcro baby. Normally that works fine. He starts crying in the stroller. I switch him to the baby wearing and I can fill the stroller with groceries. At Costco, everything's too big. So then the stroller's just an extra obstacle
Yeah.
that I'm like, now we're pushing the cart
And
filled
the
with
stroller.
heavy stuff and the stroller. And I've got a baby that's keeping me from picking up the 36 pack of Diet Coke.
Yes.
Miserable.
And everything's
So
too heavy.
overstimulating.
It's way too heavy. You have to have a man with you.
And there's so many people in there at all times. And I don't know if it's just Oklahoma Costco's, but no one knows spatial awareness. And it really is so horrible for
Oklahoma
me.
Costco's also don't respect the fact that there is a flow of traffic.
yeah.
Yes.
You can't start on the opposite side.
Yeah.
We're not
You go
doing
in the box
willy-nilly.
and end up at the checkouts.
Yeah.
Like, we're not being
Yeah.
willy-nilly around here.
No room for willies
And
or
it
nillies.
is so overstimulating. And then you have the people with the samples and they're like, you want a sample? And you're like, listen, I cannot have one more
Listen,
person
my
talking to
baby
me.
can't eat that
Listen,
either.
I don't have any hands. Put it directly in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, please.
And I'm like,
just stop.
are we just passing out whole sausages?
Yeah.
Like, and they always have peppers in them. I'm like, I can't give this to my child.
It pisses
but now
me
they
off,
want them now that they've
too.
seen you.
If I don't have hand sanitizer, I'm like, I actually can't pick up your sample. I've been touching all your nasty merch. Like,
Yeah.
literally baby bird it to me or I can't have it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And Violet is at the age where she wants samples. And like,
Yes.
I'm just like, okay, go get one. Like, you won't get lost. You won't get kidnapped at
I do
this
want
point. Like, it'll
samples.
be fine. But then the people at the samples are like, you have to have a parent's permission. And so she has to come find me and I have to
didn't
follow her
know
back to the
that.
sample because she's already seen the sample.
For why?
And I'm like,
Why do you need a
she
parent? I'm right
is
behind.
a parent.
Yeah.
What do
Also,
you
I'm right
mean?
behind.
the samples when you're almost to checkout and they're like, it's like a wellness drink.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think my kid can have that
Yeah.
shot of Vitamax.
I also
Yeah.
don't want that Pediasure that's been sitting out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Specifically in Costco when you're like halfway through, right?
Yes.
So it's like it's not early enough. The meltdown hasn't started early enough for you to turn around and say not today. You already have shit in your cart but you're not close enough to check out to like really be done. And Costco is one of those things where like when you're there, you got to get it all because
Yeah.
I don't go often enough to be like we honestly probably go like every 2 weeks unless we absolutely have to have something that is at Costco.
Yeah.
And if I don't get it in that one fell swoop, it's not going to happen. So
Yeah.
when you're halfway through, you're like, we got to finish strong. Like, it's so annoying.
And when they're
Everybody.
overstimulated, it makes me buy stuff I wouldn't.
yeah.
I'm like, just throw that in.
Yeah,
Just get
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. Just
Yeah.
put it in the cart.
And then I get home and I'm like, I hope you like these mini pizzas.
I'm like really glad I got
36
We
this,
of
have 100.
pack of 100 baby almonds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really glad we
Yes.
got those.
Yes. Yes. Okay. My second is based off of your experience recently. For family pictures, when your
Ah,
child
dear
is
Lord.
melting down for family pictures, for several reasons, of course, because like you don't do pictures very often. So like when you do and you get out and everyone's dressed and stuff, you're like, can we please keep it together for the 30 minutes that this is going to take us? Please. 2, they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Family pictures are so expensive.
So
I'm like, I just spent $250 for you to sit here and cry on camera. Like, no.
You can
Crazy.
also tell when photos are being taken if you're not going to like them.
Yeah.
So when you know how expensive they are and then you're
pissed.
you're driving
You're,
home
like,
and you're like,
sweating
I know that wasn't good.
because you're like wrangling children and you're all sweaty and like your outfit's disheveled and it's just like you're like at this point let's call it.
Makayla
Especially
and I were
because we
talking
do.
right before you got here. Sorry.
You're okay.
But about their noses being constantly runny.
Yes.
You're like,
Yes.
I know you're going to have a glossy glaze over your upper lip in
Yeah.
every photo.
Yeah.
It's
so
like
annoying.
family pictures are so horrible.
Especially nowadays because a lot of photographers do minis, which is great. And I think it's, it's quick and it's easy, which is great for little kids.
Yeah.
And it's like a little bit more affordable than if you like booked a whole session. However, the pressure that comes with that is that you have 15 minutes before there's another family behind you
Right.
ready to take their
There's
pictures.
no room for error. You
No.
gotta get in, get done. That's
It's
what,
not like, okay, we'll give him 5 minutes. That's half your shoot. You
Right.
don't have time. Like
There is
now
no
it's
5
over and it's
That's-
so frustrating.
That's why I said we just got to a point where we were just like, you know what, we'll take these without August. Like,
Yeah.
he just,
Yeah.
for a period of these photos, he doesn't exist in
Yeah.
our family because he's in the woods.
Yeah.
We don't know where he's at. We don't know what he's done, but
Yeah.
he's not coming
And
out
you're
of
like,
the
I don't want
woods.
him red-faced and crying.
Yeah.
In them.
And
I
he
don't.
makes a pouty face. And also, he's at the point where we cannot constrain him. Like, he's
Yeah.
big enough now where it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, we're
You
just
can't
gonna
even
do it.
like hold it together. And there's no reasoning with a child.
Oh,
no.
There is no reasoning to be like, mommy spent a lot of money on these pictures.
You're
They're
like,
like, I don't care, mom.
And
I
then
don't
on the
want
way
to smile.
home, you look back and they're giving the most gorgeous smile
Yes.
you've ever
Like,
seen
as
in your
you're
life.
leaving,
Yeah.
they're like, wow, these are so pretty trees.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Now?
You just flip them off.
And you
in
can
the
just
drive home, you're like,
"Ugh." And you can like threaten like, okay, no ice cream. We're not getting ice cream after this now.
No
It's
Dairy
like,
Queen hack.
No,
No
they
Dairy
literally
Queen.
don't care. They're like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
and
they're like, and I've never liked ice cream in my entire life, mom.
they're like, you know what? If I don't
Perfect.
get ice cream, you don't get ice cream. So no
Yeah.
one wins. Sorry.
Or you throw out the threat and then they like lose it harder. And you're like,
perfect.
Perfect.
Really nailed that one. That one exactly.
so
Julia.
my number 2 is family pictures.
And the photographer and her husband are thinking about trying, and they're like,
No,
Oh, that's the worst.
not
God.
today.
Oh,
They're like, God bless. Yeah.
Okay. Based on a recent experience, I was at, it was like a spiritual prayer healing situation. So it's a quiet room of people trying
Oh, no.
to like pray over someone, and I had to leave the room like obviously 15 times. He's not having it. And then this brings up another annoyance in motherhood. A complete stranger's like, honey, let me hold him.
Oh my
you're just going to make
God.
it worse.
That will not help.
Please.
You,
Okay. Scream
I've never
louder.
met you,
Yeah.
so that's crazy. You think I would trust
What
you.
we should start doing to women who say that is take them up on it.
Yeah.
Let them hold the baby and you walk away.
Yeah.
And let them be stressed about it. And then pretend you don't hear the baby when they're crying.
Because it's like, you think you could do this better than me? Person
Okay.
who's never met this baby,
Sure.
doesn't know their temperament, knows
Yeah.
nothing about them.
Yeah.
You know what my kid wants right now? Melting down. A stranger holding him.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that'll fix everything.
I know.
sure.
I get it that people love babies. That is such a bizarre question. Sometimes
Yeah.
the other day I was at an old person's home visiting someone, and a man I didn't know, he was very sweet. He said, "You think he'd let me hold him?"
I'm not going to let you hold him.
well, forget him. I say no. So that nips that in the bud.
We
That's
were in the
crazy.
airport. This brings up a thought. We were in the airport the other day and Teddy's been pooping her brains out. I don't know what's been going on, but like literally every diaper change is a poop diaper. So I'm in the airport like changing her diaper. Indy's standing there with me because of course on the way to the bathroom, she saw a little spot that had some Cheez-Its. So she was like, I'm going with you so we can get Cheez-Its after we change Teddy. I'm like, perfect, sounds good. So I'm changing Teddy. Indy's just standing next to me. And it's not like a private stall that has the changing table. It's just out by like the mirrors and the sinks. And this older woman walks up to me and goes up to Indy and goes, "Is that your sister?" And Indy was like,
Yeah, terrifying.
Because
Yeah.
Indy is so shy.
and
like,
she was like, "You're so lucky. She's so cute," and blah, 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 blah.
You're
And
scary.
I was like, you just touched a kid you don't know. That's so weird.
It's
so weird. In
So
a bathroom
weird.
at the airport.
Yeah.
Don't touch my kid.
Yes. And I'm like, did you wash your hands yet? Have you gone to the bathroom? I don't
What's
know.
our deal here?
It was one of those things that was innocent at the time. Like she didn't mean any harm by it, but I was like,
But also a
What
boundary
is happening?
you shouldn't cross. And this
Yeah.
is not to say like, okay, we always complain about we have no village and like whatever, but that's not the village we need.
I need a village of people who know my kid and know me.
Right.
And I know
like,
you've washed your hands. I know you don't have hepatitis.
the village doesn't live in the airport bathroom.
No.
and it's one thing to like smile and wave and be like, oh, is that sister? She's so cute. You touched her. You put your hand on a child
You're
that doesn't know you.
crazy.
I
That's
can't
so
believe you didn't
weird.
bring up that an elderly woman took your 2-month-old baby while you're getting your nails
in
done.
the nail
Oh.
salon. Yes, I was literally
Yes.
getting my nails done like this. Teddy next to me. She's probably like
She's
a month
literally still
old,
in the newborn carrier.
asleep in her stroller, mind you. Doesn't need to be bothered. This woman, 94, around that age, just walks up, unclips her from her seat, carries her around.
Crazy.
I was like,
You're like impressive. You figured out how to unclip her.
yeah.
However, don't
And
ever
she was
do it
like,
again.
I have 9 of these or something. Like she's had 9 children in her life.
Like, where are they now,
You're like,
darling?
then go hold them.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Then you probably have grandbabies of your own.
yeah. And my nail lady was like, should I go get the baby? I was like, she'll come back, right? She took her and walked away from me.
We go to the same nail salon.
was
And
so
that's
weird.
the same woman who once said, by the way, I fed that nail salon dog a grape. I'm like, they can't have him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not great.
It's a nightmare.
That's
but
crazy.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, they like come from an innocent place.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also don't do that.
Don't.
yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Don't
Sorry.
do it.
No, you're fine.
Tangent.
Is it
tangent,
me?
Tangent. I think you just went.
Okay, good.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's me. Is bedtime because I'm already ready for them to go to bed. Like I'm ready for me to have me
Yes.
time, and the meltdown just makes that process longer.
That's where that patience thing-
Overstimulated.
Yes.
Yes.
When I'm
Overtired.
exhausted.
Had enough.
Yes.
When I'm ready to play solitaire.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's bedtime. I quite literally need you to go to sleep,
Yes.
or no one's making it through the night tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Same whenever you've pushed it a little too far and you're on your way home and they're like either going to fall asleep in the car or scream the whole way and you don't want either.
Right.
I don't want you to fall asleep before bedtime. I also don't want to hear you exhausted the
Right.
whole time.
And scream at yourself. Like, can we all just chill for like
just
5
chill.
seconds?
And I've seen this thing that's like there are a couple of things that you cannot force a child to do, and you cannot force a child to sleep, and you cannot force a child to eat.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it just like
You can't.
once they get their mindset on it, it's not going to happen. And forcing a child to sleep is like so awful. Like
Yes.
my personal hell,
horrible.
which is why Indy sleeps in her bed.
We have a sleep episode.
My third one is during pre-board of a flight. Specifically pre-board, because I think if anyone's been on an airplane with a baby, they would say the airplane is the worst part. I would argue that your baby absolutely melting down before you even get on the plane is much worse for several reasons, but specifically because airlines do this thing for pre-boarding if you have kids below the age of 2. So if you want to pre-board, you can, you get, first, whatever, which I would argue you probably shouldn't. Just don't do it because you're on the plane longer and that doesn't help anyone. But like if you're flying like Southwest, you want to be on the plane soon enough that you all get to sit next to each other. So that's like the time that you take them up on the pre-boarding. So you pre-board, they're like, if you are, military, disabled, or, flying with children, you come stand up here. Where is up here? The front of the line. Where is everyone else? Standing in line. Mind you, in this scenario that we just experienced together, we were the only people with kids. The only.
No.
So usually when
Shouldn't
there's
be
more
allowed.
than one like family there that's all going together, you have like solidarity. Like you're like, if your baby loses their shit, at least I'm not judging you. Like
Yeah.
you have that with other parents just in general. But we were the only babies on the whole flight. And Teddy was just not having it. It was past her bedtime. She was over it. It was, we were ready to get on this flight. It was only an hour and 15 minutes, mind you,
Still.
which is like, we were like, yeah, we can do anything for an hour and 15. Well, she's losing her mind before we even get on the plane. And then everyone's staring at you.
Yes.
Like at least when you're on the airplane, you have
Like the privacy of your seat.
of nobody at least is going to turn around and be like, whose baby is that? You don't have that when you're about to pre-board. And then it's just like, you can't choose not to get on the plane. Like you have to go home.
Right.
So like you got to get on the flight. So now it's just like, that the flight's not going to go well. Everybody's already annoyed that your baby's going to be on the flight. So pre-boarding of an airplane is my top 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my fourth and final, I'm going very classic, but I think it might get me some votes because we've all been there. Dropping your baby off at daycare or school. You expect it.
I didn't
So this
have
isn't
that.
like a niche area.
That's good.
It's still miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're trying to get where you're going. You now feel bad walking away because you're leaving the teachers with a headache.
Right.
But you're making it worse for the teachers if you stay and try and fix it. Like what they want is to handle it on their own.
Right.
But like, especially still having a little baby, walking down the hallway, hearing him scream, like everything in my mom instinct heart is to turn around and help. But once again, I don't want to make it worse for the teachers. I feel bad for the teachers that I'm like starting their morning whenever all the other babies are sitting playing and then mine's the disruptive one.
Right.
I hate that. And then it's like my last image of my kid is them screaming before I go and try to have a productive work day. And like, that's not great.
And you just want to
like, are
text
they
like
still
halfway
screaming?
through. Yeah. And be like, did they recover? Is everything
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
And it's like
Yeah.
so awkward because you really don't know what to do. Like you hand them a screaming baby and you're like, should I stay? Should I go?
Yeah.
Like you're just like, I'm
And more
so
than
sorry.
anything, like you don't want to be you don't want to have the child that like the child care is like,
Exactly.
"Ooh, they're back."
I've had
Like,
people be like,
it's
don't
hard.
worry, he'll be okay. I'm like, I'm genuinely like, I am worried about his emotions. I'm more worried about them. I don't want to be the kid that the teachers dread, and I don't want to make their day so much harder. And I know it's their job, but you're still like, I feel sorry that I'm leaving you with a kid that I know is hard to console, especially
Yeah.
when you're not their mother. Like,
And we've worked in childcare before. Like the thing is like teachers have it in their brains to be like, it's fine, it's totally fine, because they know that's what you want to hear. But like when you've worked in childcare, you know that like there are kids that you dread coming in. There are kids that you're like, oh my gosh, could you have just kept him at home today, please?
I know.
Because it's already enough.
Before
you
fall
know?
break, texted them and was like, keeping Jess home today, happy fall break. Because I'm like, I know he's hard. And I also know as he gets older, it's like going to be easier. But my baby is stubborn. Like when people are like, oh, just let him cry, it's good for them. He would cry for 4 hours. I'm not being dramatic.
He'll keep
He
crying.
will not stop. Like he is a hard baby. I've had them tell me before when I picked them up, like, he had a hard day. Like he cried most of the day. And that's not an exaggeration. He's a stubborn baby. So if I drop him off and at least he's not crying at drop off, he might have that meltdown later. Not having to see it certainly makes it an easier day. So
I'm sure it helps that like you have a cute baby, you know? It's like they can't be too mad at him.
at least he's cute.
Right.
And I think too, it makes all the difference when like the mom is self-aware, but also like nice.
His
know?
teachers get lots of Starbucks, lots
Yeah.
of Sonic,
Yeah.
very
Like,
nice
so
Christmas
sorry
presents.
You
done
don't
this to
want,
you,
you
but
definitely
yes.
don't want to take care of a baby with like a bitchy mom.
No.
You know, so
I'm aware.
the
and
best
I
thing
like,
you can do is just like be you and be nice, and they're, you know, more receptive of it, I feel like.
Yeah.
My next one is parent teacher conferences. Specifically when they're like at our school, they do it a little bit different. They want the student present for the parent teacher conference so that they can hear their marks. And so August, who is in pre-K, like they go in, but they don't want them to play with the toys because the teachers don't want to stay after hours and clean up all of the toys, which makes sense to me, total sense. But like, we're bringing a bomb into a small area.
Yes.
Like this
And
is
you
not
try
gonna
so
go
hard not to be
well.
the parent with the screen time, but sometimes warranted.
Yeah. And it's
So
like you
warranted.
want the teacher to like you. It's like I am trying to get your respect so bad. I don't
Yes.
know why I need your approval teacher who has never taught me and is like teaching my child, and like my child gets good marks, so I know he's fine in class, but like I know you're judging my parenting right now.
yeah.
About how I am handling this meeting with you. So when he's like running in circles and around and like tearing things up, I'm like,
Hey,
oh.
but if they're inviting the kids in, that's their own problem.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's
Like,
also
that's what
that
you
weird
accept-
dynamic.
expect.
When you're around your kid's teacher and you're also there, teacher's like, you're in charge. But the kid is kind of in this weird leeway of like, I answer
Do I
to
listen
the
to mom?
parent
Yeah.
or to my teacher. So then it's like
Right.
almost a weird, like, you're not going to listen to me the way you would if we weren't here. But she's
Right.
not going to teach you. It's not her job right now because I'm here.
Yes, it is just such a tricky situation because it's like you're trying to listen to what the teacher has to tell you because obviously it's important. It's why we're here at this meeting, but you literally cannot. Like my brain
Yeah,
is over
you can't
here making
focus.
sure my child is
Yeah.
not.
You're like, what are you
setting
doing,
something
August?
on
I'm watching
fire.
you, August.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
Good one.
My final one is at a sit-down restaurant.
Oh my God. None of us said the one I didn't use. I thought you guys were going to say it.
My
I'll say it
final
later.
is a sit-down restaurant with the parameters of they were plans that you did not make but were invited to and had to bring the baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because nothing really gets me fired up like when people don't understand like that TikTok audio that's like, we have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a toddler or a baby of any kind in a restaurant, and we're
Yes.
gonna order appetizers. We don't have time.
Yeah.
Like you
In and out.
got 45 minutes max in this entire place, and the time starts the moment we exit the car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like she's not going to sit here the whole time that we're doing appetizers, and then God forbid the restaurant take too long.
Yeah.
It's like, or it's like a Mexican restaurant and I can't feed my baby chips. Like there's not enough like little snacky
Yes.
things that I can entertain them with. sit down restaurant, specifically when you were invited.
And it's like,
by
I'm
non-parents.
paying right now to literally be at my wit's end. I am paying
Yes.
to sit here. I'm not even getting to join the conversation.
Similar
Yes.
when the server comes by and it's like steaming hot of skillet queso. The baby's here and right in front. I'm like,
Yeah.
Who thought this was a good idea?
he will burn off every finger
Yes.
he has.
He doesn't
in
know not
11
to touch.
seconds.
They're like, this plate is super hot. Okay, please keep it away from my
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Jesse
Yes.
has thrown glass cups on the ground at
Yeah.
restaurants because they put them so close. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
and that's not the server's fault if you're not a parent. I know you're not aware, but it is just
Yeah.
another headache of being in a restaurant. We are like,
Absolutely.
oh my gosh, you're going
There is
to
like
grab
a
a knife.
sweet spot, sweet spot is a funny name because it's like the exact opposite of their childhood, where like they're not going to see the inside of a restaurant because it's too hard when they're like, I would say like probably 6 months to like a year and a half. Like,
I'm laughing because all I can think of is the Dave Ramsey quote. He says, if you're in debt, the only time you should see the inside of a restaurant is when you're clocking into your shift.
this baby's
So
not seeing
true.
the inside of a restaurant until they clock in.
That
Unless
does-
they're
You know what I'm
washing
saying?
dishes.
That does remind me, I didn't say this one, but opening night of Shay's restaurant when we were invited to eat for free in August, it's a fancy restaurant. There's a dress code. You have to make reservations. You pay for water. You know, like one of those. August was under the table shooting
familiar.
webs at everyone for a good 2 hours. And that was the only thing that was going to console him. And the
Yeah.
waitress would like poke her head under the table and be like, what do you want to drink?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we
honestly,
doing
bless
this?
her soul for
Yeah.
peeking her head under the table.
I'm just like, this is horrible. Why are we doing this?
Also, the funniest thing that ever happens at restaurants is when I have a like either one or younger baby sitting there, and they come up to get the drink orders and they go, and anything for the baby.
oh, yeah.
I'm like, a margarita.
Yeah.
that
Margarita,
guy,
please.
no.
Yeah.
That guy only has milk. Do you have whole milk formula?
Yes.
What we got?
Or I'm holding the baby in my lap and someone at the table's like, put him in the high chair. I'm like, I'm waiting for the moment that my
Yes.
burger touches the table so I have a chance at eating it.
Yeah.
If he
Right.
goes in the high chair now, he's done
There's no
before the
time.
apps are delivered.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
that all brings to fruition my Teddy's losing it on the plane, mind you. They come by to do drink orders, and
Oh no,
We
drinks
get-
in that tiny little space.
yeah, it's the whole thing's truly a nightmare. Like, truly a nightmare is an airplane with a baby.
But also, like, I will not say no to the drink. That's the one bit of happiness I get on a
Well,
plane. It's my drink.
I
Bring
in
my
the
said
mouth.
no.
ginger ale.
I said no.
That's
because
crazy.
She's gonna grab it. There's no
know.
like, and the cup holder's a little tiny indent. It's not
I
even a
know.
cup holder.
Yeah, no,
It's
my
like,
cup is spilling
there's
everywhere.
no safety in it.
Mama needs her cranberry juice on
But
ice. That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
get on a plane.
Ginger ale up at that elevation.
Logan
though,
gets
I'm
ginger
like,
ale.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
But he like walks by and he's like, drinks, and we get Indy like a Sprite or something with a lid, which she calls Sprout. I think that's so cute. But
I'm
the
like,
guy's
"Aw."
like, oh.
I'm like,
That's wrong.
oh wow, she mispronounces things. Sweet.
The guy's like walking away, and Teddy literally goes like this. Waiter. She doesn't say waiter.
May I
Oh,
take
like,
your hat?
I'll take a
sir?
wine.
But in
Yeah.
the moment of like stress and like, oh my God, kill me right now. Like, can this get any worse? And Teddy's over here like this.
Pardon
Waiter.
me.
And
I'll
one for
take
me,
the peanuts.
and I'll do a beer. But so that was at least a little comic relief. But restaurants, airplanes, honestly, anywhere in
Anywhere in
public
public.
with a baby is typically my nightmare.
And also sometimes at your friend's house and or birthday parties and in your own home. So
Yeah,
really anywhere.
It's your own house all the time.
At your own house, if somebody's trying to tell you a secret, tell you some tea.
When you're on a
bed.
podcast. No, just kidding. We have husbands that don't suck, and my baby's being taken care of by
You
his
didn't
dad.
even know the baby was here.
You didn't even know we had a baby. This
have-
could be a ruse. We haven't showed our kids.
And we will be exploiting them.
None of us said pediatrician.
Oh yeah.
That's rough.
Oh.
Mm,
I don't think that's ever happened to me.
Oh, really?
really?
Other than
Oh
like
my
when they have to
God.
get shots.
Yeah.
I don't
no.
really care about the pediatrician.
I'm
I'm like,
this
think
guy's
whatever
seen
you
worse.
want. Yeah.
I think because mine's an adult male and I
Sure.
have daddy issues.
Oh, right,
I don't
right.
want him to like see me be a bad mom. I want him to be proud of me.
You also want their approval,
Yeah.
which
No,
is crazy work.
don't care.
But also, like, my thing is like they've definitely seen worse, and from like not as cute kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and do you guys want to do the flu shot? I'm like, Daddy, sorry.
Daddy. Oh,
What? What do you
Hey.
think, Dad?
Hey, if you are a flu shot getter, their first flu shot, they have to get 2.
He's
So,
already gotten the first. We have to
Okay.
go back soon for
Teddy
another
just got her
scream
first, and we
sesh.
go back the 13th.
Oh my God, we should go together.
cute.
So.
I didn't know that about babies.
Yeah, their first one has to be like in half doses.
I'm like, Dad, I really wanted you to meet my friend Makayla.
I come in, I'm like, hi, I'm Macy's
we're all
friend.
getting the flu shots
Dad, this is my podcast co-host I told you about.
And speaking of Costco, they do flu shots.
Oh, cute.
And Ozempic.
Half price.
I'm
Oh,
Manjaro.
don't
If
take
you
that
want to be
out.
our first sponsor, we'll take it.
All three of us.
All three of us. We'll share syringes.
We'll just disregard all the side effects and all of the new studies coming out.
Yeah.
I
No.
can't read.
No.
I can't swim.
We're all gonna die anyways. We might as well be skinny.
Sure.
But we wanted to do like a call-in segment, but obviously we don't have very many adoring fans at the moment. So we are referring to our families first. So I'm going to call Indy and we're going to ask her some questions about Christmas. And then I'm going to see if she will share her nursery rhyme that she learned at pre-K this week. So
What?
can you say hi?
Hi.
Hey, what are you going to ask for Christmas from Santa?
I'm gonna ask.
What do you want him to bring you?
I want him to be that gingerbread plushie.
That we saw at Costco today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, I want him to bring the Barbie dream house.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Barbie dream house.
Classic.
That's a good
so
one,
fun.
Andy.
Are you going to be nice so that he brings you presents?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then to close out, Indy, can you tell everybody your nursery rhyme that you learned this week?
Huh?
Can you say Humpty Dumpty?
Say it.
It's just Mom.
Let's hear it.
Humpty Dumpty sat out. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. All the horses, all the kids' birds couldn't Humpty together again.
Good
Good
job.
job.
And what did you get for getting all your rhymes this week?
A toy.
What'd you pick out?
A Chloe plushie and the little stuff that came with it.
Yeah, did you get a little lunch pail with a little mac and cheese?
Yeah.
and
And a smoothie.
a
Of
smoothie
grapes.
and some grapes. Yeah, that was good. Okay, thanks, Indy.
Say bye, love you.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
Alright.
Love you, bye.
Oh,
That immediate hang up.
she
not
did
a love you.
amazing.
She did
Yes.
so good.
So for a little backstory, I think we can probably like reintroduce
Yes,
it now
yes.
that they're not on the phone. And then we can like splice it backwards.
I'm sure. Before we wrap, should we talk a little bit about some things we have upcoming, some ideas we want to talk about, just like goals for the pod?
Yeah, and we
Yes.
also have social media. You can find us on Instagram at No One Napped Pod. We'll be posting things periodically, wrapping up from our episodes, and also some polls on there.
Yes. And yeah, I think we just really want to talk about the parts of motherhood that don't get talked about or don't get talked about in a real way. So, like we said earlier, sleep, tantrums, postpartum.
Should I read our list?
Yeah, read our list. We have a little brainstorm going. And we will add to it as you come up with ideas. So if there's something that you're like, my friends don't talk about this, or I don't have any mom friends, let us know. We will chat about it.
Okay, upcoming podcast themes could be, we have some options here. The importance of mom friends, the art of a child's birthday party, social media battling comparison as a mother. My personal favorite that I love to talk about, I didn't marry a fucking loser. This one's funny. Baby name tier list.
Yeah,
I
that'll
think
be
that
good.
one will be good.
That'll be fun.
Things we outsource, favorite mom hacks, the beauty of slowing down, some of our favorite ages to parent, sleep trainings, screen time, what we outsource. Did I already say that?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Traveling woes, if you haven't already heard enough of my traveling situations.
How often we bathe our children.
Yes, how often we bathe our children, We thought about doing a segment just specifically on motherhood hot takes. So we name a hot take and then tell you about how we feel about it.
We're going to keep up the Mount Rushmore. We're going to keep up
Yes.
calls. We're going to come up with a bunch more segments you can look forward to.
Yes.
It's going to evolve and grow and hopefully be really fun and funny and also relatable and
Yes.
resourceful.
And one day you won't even be able to tell that this is our first episode.
Exactly.
And
Right.
we don't know what to do with our hands.
One day you won't
Exactly.
even be able to tell what we looked like because we will have had
Our
so much
mommy
reconstructive
So
surgery
much surgery.
Waiting
so
for
many
that
sponsors
Ozempic sponsor.
that we look so good.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to end it with "and no one napped."
Yeah. So let's
But in what
say,
scenario?
here's what we should do each time. Someone starts a sentence about this, and no one napped. We'll all say it together.
Perfect.
So like our recap. This
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
we introduced ourselves. We talked about our kids. We talked about how this pod came to be and also how we came to be as friends. We went over our New Year's resolutions as mothers. We went over our Mount Rushmores of the worst places for your kids to have a tantrum. And no one napped.